Hey YouTube, what's going on? Here with another video. I'm going to do some game reviews. I don't want to show the footage, of course, because you run into the copyright issue, but I'm going to give you, I just beat this game, and it's a fairly new one. I think it's one of the newest ones that came out. And it's this one right here, Days Gone, for the PlayStation 4. This game has about, I want to say, between 30 hours and 35 hours of main storyline. Now, granted, I don't believe I should review a game and give you an honest opinion about it until I've actually beat it. Now, there's plenty more to do in this game, but I'll get to that in a minute. But the main storyline is what I beat last night. And first of all, I gotta say, this game here, the storyline in this game is absolutely fantastic. It's probably one of the best storylines that I've ever seen in quite some time, outside of maybe Red Dead Redemption 2. And I'm trying to think of the other one. Far Cry's got good storylines, but this, to me, this is a game on its own. You know, there's a lot of comparables. If I was going to compare it to me, it's an open world shooter game with zombies, of course, but it's not your typical zombie game. And what I mean, it's not like a Dead Island, okay? It's got a lot of awesome characters. You play as Deacon St. John, the main character, and he's a biker, pretty much, or a drifter is what he'll be referred to a lot in the game. Now, I'm not going to give any spoiler alerts, anything like that, but I'll just give you a rundown. So basically, this game starts out, it starts out kind of slow, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of confusing. But when you start, he has a wife named Sarah who he lets go on a chopper when this infestation started. And it's called the Narrows, which is basically like the feds, you know, if you were going to compare it to real life. This is the game's version of it. And they're doing, they're responsible for figuring out what's going on, why this outbreak is occurring. And this storyline takes place in the Pacific of Oregon. I'm sorry, I should have just said Oregon. But yeah, I mean, as far as like gameplay goes, I think this game is really good. It has a couple of issues even after the patch, which you know, a lot of glitches and a lot of your typical stuff in an open world game. I mean, to have an open world game that's huge anymore without some sort of graphical errors or glitches is pretty rare. Although Red Dead Redemption 2 did it just fine. But I've seen a lot of people on here compare this to several games like The Last of Us and of course Far Cry a little bit. To me, it's a little bit of The Last of Us mixed with Far Cry, if that makes any sense. You know, Far Cry, you have this big open world game. Same with this. You have gangs called the Rippers. Basically, they are humans in this game that try to act as zombies but are not. So they capture people, they torture them, whatever. You had to go through this game and take them out. But overall review, guys, without giving away any spoilers, but this is a must play in my opinion. I think that it gets a too low of a rating in my opinion on several companies. Like IGN only gave this a 6.5 out of 10, which to me is ridiculous. You have characters in here you'll run across. Your main character, like I said, is Deacon, then his friend Boozer, and overall, guys, it's just a really good game. The gameplay is fantastic, besides a couple glitches here and there, but the storyline is really what will catch your eye in this game. It actually tugs at your emotions a little bit. This is what kept me playing this game for a while. When I first started it, I was like, okay, you know, this is kind of a cheesy game, but it's like, no, I mean, it really actually turns out really good. And I'm really impressed with this. If there's anything you really want to know about it, like I said, I can't really say much because I don't want to be the spoiler alert, but he basically thinks his wife is dead, and he starts out the game thinking he can find her, and I'm not going to say if he did or not, you know, like I said, but overall, guys, to me, this game is a solid 8.5 out of 10, and the only reason I can say that is because, just like I said, the main story single player storyline in this game is fantastic. I mean, it kept me wanting to know what was going to happen. That's what kept me playing it. The ending's really good. No tear. I mean, it's kind of a tearjerker game, but not really. So the main question is this game worth the $60? I just think it is. I really do. I think it gets poor ratings that are not deserved on this, quite frankly. Like I said, to me, this is a game on its own. It's just its own type of game that you will enjoy. And it's not like, a Dead Island or anything like that. It's actually really awesome. You got good weapons, you got good melee weapons, and good gun weapons. But yeah, I would definitely pick this up. I don't recommend this for little kids, obviously. That's why it's rated mature. But pick this game up, guys. You really will enjoy it. So that's my review of Days Gone. If you got any questions on it, or you know a way that I can get gameplay footage on there, please let me know. But overall, guys, this game to me is worth the $60. So 8.5 out of 10. That's my review.